Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to set up your Garmin Venu 2. So if you haven't turned it on yet, there are two buttons on the side here. You'll just press and hold this top button for a few seconds. And then the Garmin triangle logo appears. And after a few moments we get this pretty cool intro animation. Now we see hello in multiple languages. And it looks like maybe a screensaver turned back on. So I'm going to tap the button once more to turn on the watch. And it looks like maybe I just need to tap on the screen. And there we go. So surprisingly, out of the box, this actually came with 100% charge. I have not charged it at all, so that's pretty cool. Here we have a list of languages. I'll kind of scroll through them just in case you are looking at this before you get your watch. So those are languages it looks like you can at least currently set up your Venu 2 in. I'll go ahead and tap on English. You can tap on whatever language you prefer. And now it asks you to pair with your phone. So Garmin does seem to have this new feature where you can actually tap the X here, and you can quickly set up your Venu 2, kind of manually putting in some information to help them calculate your calorie burn and which wrist you're going to wear it on and things like that. And then, so let's say you pick this up and you just immediately want to go for a run, you can actually do that and then pair it with your phone later to transfer over the data. So I kind of did this in a video with my Venu SQ. I assume it'll be the same. If you're interested in what that process looked like, you can check out that video here on the screen, or I'll link it in the description below. But for the purpose of today's videos, we're going to actually connect it to our phone, because you will need to pair with your phone to get all the smartwatch features like text notifications and music and things like that. So let's go ahead and tap on the screen check mark. Alright, so now we get instructions. Download Garmin Connect mobile app to get started. So I'm going to be using my iPhone. I actually set up my Venu SQ with my Android phone. So if you want to go check out that to see what it's like on Android, the screens might be a little bit more similar, even though the device is different. But anyway, you have options. I have videos, try to make videos for everyone. But I already have the Connect app. Just in case you don't, you can go to your app store, and then you would search Garmin, and then tap here, and then you can see here Garmin Connect. This is the app that you would want, and it actually says that I can update. I might actually want to go ahead and do that because it might not have the Venu 2 in my current version of the app. So I'm actually glad that I went through showing you that, because even if you do have the app, it's probably good to check for updates also to make sure that you have the latest version. And usually the latest versions will be the only versions with the new watches. So I'm going to go ahead and tap open. And this is the first screen, so it's telling me that I can either create an account or sign in. I went through the create account process with my Android phone and Venu SQ, so if you don't have an account yet, maybe go check out that video for the exact screen flow there. But I'm going to go ahead and sign in with an account I already have for this video, so I'm going to tap sign in. And it looks like it's asking me to read and agree to the end user license agreement and verify that I am 16 years or older, or at least 13 years old with a previous account. So we can tap here to read through the license agreement for your country or region. It's pretty long. You can also take a look at their privacy policy by tapping here. It takes you to this web page. You can read through all of this. You tap here to go back to connect. So I'm just going to check this and check that, and then go ahead and tap next. Alright, so now assuming you already have an account, then you can type in your email and password for that account. So go ahead and do that now. Alright, so once you have your email and password entered, you can go ahead and tap next. So it's signing me into my Garmin account, and it already recognizes that I am trying to set up a device, so that's really nice. It says ready to connect to your Venu 2, and it even knows which version I have of the Venu 2. I have the black version and the 2, not the 2S. So I assume if you get a different color 2S or whatnot, it will say 2S and show that color version there. So just a nice touch. It says once you complete this setup, you'll be able to track your steps and more. Look for the 6-digit pin on the device once you select connected. So I'll go ahead and tap on this little green check mark on this screen first. So now it's like in pairing mode with the app, I guess. So I'll go ahead and tap connect it. If for some reason it didn't get your correct device, you can tap here for have a different device. So alright, so very quickly we get the 6-digit code, and it's now asking for a Bluetooth pairing request. So I'm going to enter the code here, 383916, and I'm going to tap pair. So it says completing setup of your Venu 2 device. Got a little equals sign here on the device's display. Now it's saying allow Venu 2 to display your iPhone notifications. When this accessory is connected, all the notifications you will receive will appear on its display. So I will allow that. You can choose allow or don't allow. Now it says set the Venu 2 device as your preferred activity tracker. So if you want to change a device you've already had, I have multiple devices connected to this account, so it's asking if I want this to be my preferred activity tracker, and I do actually want to do that, so I'm going to say replace. You can either tap replace or choose to keep your current tracker, so I'll tap replace. And it says completing setup, and we have a little animation here on the device itself. And we do have, it looks like a little progress bar that's starting to move along at a steady pace. And now it says setup complete, and we get a check mark here on the phone. I'll go ahead and tap next. It says when do you typically sleep? Enter your typical bed and wake times to help your Venu 2 device track your sleep. So you can say when you go to bed, when you wake up, and then also do you want to receive notifications between these times? I'm personally going to say no, I don't want notifications. If you want to change it, you can just tap on here. Same for wake up. And then you can tap next. Now it says which wrist will you wear it on, left or right. If you choose right, you can just tap there. I do wear it on my left. So go ahead and tap next. Set some goals. Based on your previous answers, we've set some goals for steps, floors climbed, and intensity minutes. Tip, you can edit your goals at any time by viewing your user settings in Garmin devices. And I just noticed it said setup is complete, and here's our first look at that beautiful display there. That's pretty nice. So we'll get to that in a moment. You can either skip this or tap edit my goals now. I'll go ahead and tap here just so you can see what it looks like. It says my steps per day is set to custom 7,000. I can actually just change that to auto. It'll automatically increase or decrease each day based on my previous activity. My initial goal will be 7,500. Floors climbed per day. So I believe I may have just set that to 0 because I don't really track my floors climbed. So if you want to change that, you can do that. I believe you just tap here, yeah, and then you would delete and choose your information. So let's say 1. Then I can do that. I'll put it back to 0 though. And then fluid consumed per day, you can have auto or custom. It says when enabled, your device will increase your daily goal based on your estimated sweat loss during activities. So I'll probably just keep that at auto, which is 64 ounces. And intensity minutes per week, I think this is usually 150. Yeah, at least 150. For some reason mine got put up to 200. Maybe that's because I've been hiking a lot. I'll just put it back to 150. There you go. So now I'll tap next. It says almost done. Sync your device. Your Venu 2 will sync periodically throughout the day and when you open the app. Sync now. So I'll go ahead and tap sync now. So syncing will update your steps and activity data in the mobile app. So I assume this is more if you've already kind of put it on and been wearing it, or maybe if you set it up without your phone previously. So hopefully this doesn't take too long. Alright, well I guess I understand why they have this skip sync here, because it's not actually seeming to sync for me. So I'll go ahead and tap skip sync for now, and hopefully it'll sync later. It said your updates will be applied to your device on the next sync. So I guess I'll say okay. Alright, learn more. Navigating your Venu 2 is easy once you learn the basics. So this is kind of what they call their onboarding, basically getting you used to how to navigate your device. So I'll go ahead and tap next and take you through this. If you instead just want to skip it all, you can just tap the little skip button here, and I'll see you in a different video. But for those of you who want to continue on, I'm going to go ahead and tap next. So it says swipe up or down to view your widgets. And then it kind of gives us an idea of how to do that on the screen. I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like on my Venu. So to wake up the display, I'll just hit this top button, press the button, I should say. And then they're saying we can swipe up or down. So if we go back, we can also do that. So I'll just show you again, swiping up. Here are the widgets. And then you can continue to swipe up some more. And that screen does look really nice. The colors look amazing. Look at that kind of gradient color there. I really like that. Yeah, there's quite a few things there. It looks like you can also press edit to edit the widgets. I'm not sure if you can edit the order or not, but I'll look at that in a previous video. Let's just go through the basic onboarding now. I believe you can tap the bottom button to go back. Yeah. Bottom button's kind of a back button also to go back to the clock face. So go ahead and tap next. To access the menu, press and hold the bottom button. Swipe the screen to go back. So I'll press and hold. Well, I'll first wake up the display by pressing it once. Then I'll press and hold. And this is the menu. So we have watch face, clocks, history, and then a little settings cog, which if we tap on that, we can see a whole bunch more options. So I'll definitely be doing another video going over all of these settings. So consider subscribing if you want to see that video in the future. But for now, I'm going to press this back button. And actually, I'm going to press and hold and show you can also just swipe, as they say, to get back to the clock face. So I'm going to go ahead and tap next. You can add your favorite control for easy access from the watch face. So it looks like we swipe from the clock face to the right. So I'm going to wake up the clock face by pressing the button and swipe from left to right. So this is called a shortcut. Add your favorite control here for one swipe access from the watch face. So this little arrow means I can swipe up for more information. I believe you can also just tap on it. Yeah. So you can disable that if you don't actually want this shortcut. But you can also just press on setup. And these are all the things that you can add as a shortcut. So we have music controls, save location. Alright, so I double tapped on it. And now it thinks I want whatever that was. I guess that's save location. So I'll go ahead and show you how you can change that, because that's not exactly what I meant. So we go press and hold this bottom button to access this settings. Let me go back again, sorry. And then tap on the settings button. And then I think, there. Scroll down once and we see shortcuts. So you can tap on that. And here I'm back to the shortcut options. So we have music controls, alarms, stopwatch, timer, brightness, wallet, and then you can also disable it. So maybe you would like to have, I'm getting used to this touch screen, as you can tell. Maybe you'd like to have wallet there, so you can have your Garmin Pay access at the ready. I'm, for this video, going to just say brightness, because I want to actually increase the brightness for you. So accessing the shortcut, I will swipe, and you can see here, here's the brightness, so it's on low. I can go to medium, and go all the way up to high, and then I can swipe back. And it's telling me this high brightness setting will reduce battery life and may impact the display's longevity. So just know that if you're going to increase the brightness on your display. Alright, so we're going over the shortcut. I'll go ahead and tap on next. Now let's walk through how to start a timed activity. Press the top button to get started. Choose your favorites from a list of options. Select an activity. Press the top button to start an activity. Press the top button again to stop an activity. No, okay. So we're going to press this top button once to access the clock face, and then we'll press it again to access the timed activities. So it's going to go through this little onboarding, select your favorites. So what you can do is you can just scroll through these and tap on the activities that you do the most. So we've got walk, walk indoor, run, treadmill, indoor track, floor climb, bike, bike indoor, pool swim, strength, HIIT, hike, cardio, yoga, Pilates, elliptical, stair stepper, climb indoor, bouldering, row indoor, row, sup, golf, ski, snowboard, cross country ski. Hydration, that's an interesting one. Women's health. Leaderboard. I'm not exactly sure why those last three are within the timed activities, but okay. So I'll go ahead and press this button here to make those selections. And so now you can see that it's showing all of those activities that I selected. And then I do have nice little icons here, color. It's very nice, making use of the screen. And if you ever want to access any of the others, you just tap on this little thing here. And then, interesting. I thought it would show all the other ones, but it shows some of these other things. What's the plus button here? Okay, plus, then you can add the other ones that you didn't add in the beginning. So, alright, so I'm going to push this back button to go back, back again, and let's say I want to start a yoga session. So it says I'm ready, and you can either press here to start, or you can swipe up for more settings. So I'll do a video showing you more about how to change the settings for timed activities, but once you're ready to start one, you press this button, and then it shows you the data screens that you have, and you can swipe up and down if there are multiple data screens. Once you're done, you press this button again to stop, and then you can either resume by pressing the button, save your activity, or like I'm going to do, you can discard it. So continue and discard this activity without saving. Press again. Okay, now it's discarding. Alright, so to get out of it, you just press the back button, and again, and now we're back to our clock face. So let's go ahead and tap next. Press and hold the top button to access the controls menu. Press the bottom button to return to the watch face. So this time, I'll press it once to activate the clock face. I'll press and hold again. And this is what they're calling the controls menu. So we still have time and date and battery. And then we have all these other options. I'll do another video kind of showing what all these icons mean and what they do. But for now, just know that that is the controls menu, and you can either probably push the back button to go back. So, all right. So now I'll say next. And it says you're all set, finish. So I'll go ahead and tap on finish. Congratulations on your new Venu 2. Make it even more valuable by setting up some of your device's key features. Safety, music, Garmin Pay, Garmin Coach, Connect IQ, and women's health. So you can either tap get started to go ahead and go through some of these, or you can tap Not Now. I feel like this video is already a little bit long, so I'm going to go ahead and tap Not Now, and maybe I'll do videos in the future showing you how to set up some of these other features. If you would like me to do those videos, please let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and tap Not Now. And it says, ready when you are. To set up these features later, simply tap the device at the top of your My Day page. So you can always set those up later. So I'll go ahead and tap Got It. And this is the Garmin Connect dashboard. They say you can tap on this little button here, which shows your device. And this is where you would access finishing the setup of the other things. So you set up all those and even all of these. So I'll do those in a future video if people want me to. Otherwise, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up down below and consider subscribing if you want to see more Garmin 2 videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.